Halloween season is afoot, the time when ghoulies and goblins come a-creeping. It is best to gird your loins, boy, and what better way to buff your resistance to fear than expose yourself to some inoculative doses. Let's dive in to Outlast for the computer personal entertainment system.
I need you to be working with me here, buddy. Hold up there, buddy. I'll be right with you. I'm up close. That's who I am. Somebody! I'm up close. I need you to be working with me here, buddy.
Goddamn fancy! What could you do to me, huh?
It begins inauspiciously enough, a dark and stormy night, a bumpy ride through an unpaved country road with overgrown brush. I'm being sarcastic, something spooky is up and the game doesn't beat around the bush. The feeling is cemented when you approach the asylum and the gate guard has mysteriously vanished. Who will hold your hand as you try to uncover its secrets with your HD camera? Come what will. I gotta say, it's a nice touch that the game designers let you see your body. Look down, and there's your jacket, the outline of your jacket, and your serviceable shoes. Interact with the environment or lift up your camera, and the game treats you to a brief display of your fingers. Fine specimens, if I do say so myself. In fact, the game does everything it can to immerse you in the experience so that when the frights do lunge at you, you won't even remember that it's only a game. Now I gotta be up front, there's some penis in this one. Not a lot, for most of the inmates of this loony bin have had their wings whacked off in the most painful of ways. But there's a couple of giants who hound you with danglers a-swingin'. Thankfully they're covered with foreskin, so any unintended splash is kept snug in its compartment. Still, if all the gore wasn't enough, you might want to keep the kids away from this one. It's a real ballsy move on the game designer's part. I do have some minor gripes with the game. It seems a trend these days to try to inject story and character into the game through collectible narrative documents. That's all well and good, but the mechanic for reading them requires you to enter the game's interface system, and that really takes you out of the immersion. Let's pause a moment in this den of hell and take a moment to read some lore? I don't think so, Tim. They should have had you reading involve the same first-person game mechanic as everything else. For example, take out a document from your backpack and look at an actual textured model in person, all the while putting yourself vulnerable. Another problem is how linear the experience is. It almost feels like a haunted house on rails at times. The frights, for the most part, are all scripted. I've got to give them credit on the jump scares, though. They make an effort to make you feel settled and safe at times, and then pull the carpet right from under your toes. Something you have passed multiple times might suddenly unhinge and bam, there you go. Reminder, those with heart conditions, you may want to play this one under medical supervision. Still, it would have been nice if things were a little bit more open, and you felt as a character a little bit more freedom, and consequently more uncertain of just what might lurk ahead. Procedurally generated ghosts, anyone? In conclusion, The holiday season, if you're looking for a mature, frightfully rewarding game to make your spine tingle and your skin pop up with goosebumps, look no further than Outlast. Well, look further too. There's probably more spooks in heaven and earth in video games, Horatio, than just one game. Just don't become a freight junkie. So get out there, slugger. You've outlasted this review, but can you outlast the game Outlast? The interactive survival horror experience from Red Barrels?